16 states say gay in lawsuit to block DeSantis' new student law. Last week, attorneys general from 16 states filed an amicus brief supporting the plaintiffs in the Equality Florida versus Florida State Board of Education lawsuit. The coalition of states argues that the Parental Rights in Education bill, known as the Don't Say Gay bill, creates an environment of stigma that could harm not only students in Florida, but in their states as well. The filing states that, quote, the act will stigmatize and harm LGBTQ youth in Florida and Amici States. Research shows that a failure to provide LGBTQ-inclusive classroom instruction adversely affects LGBTQ students' mental health and learning outcomes, and that it results in increased anti-LGBTQ bias. Further, the harms stemming from Florida's law will extend beyond Florida's borders, end quote.
Research, saying that our kids will suffer, saying that their mental health will be in jeopardy. None of that matters. None of that matters.
Every medical association in the United States and the World Health Organization has come out in issues over LGBT in terms of the effects on community of these kinds of healthcare decisions. Every educational organization in the United States has come out on Florida's decision-making of what the effect of what these laws will do in LGBTQ community. They don't care. They don't care. Okay, we recognize that they don't care, but these are the factual results of what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. The bullying is going to increase dramatically.
And the bill, quote, lacks educational merit. Think about it, lacks educational merit and harms students and teachers, end quote.
What's your reaction of 16 states coming in?
Well, that was the bright light in this whole story. It was those 16 states that spoke up, and I don't remember his name, so I apologize, but the Minnesota Attorney General said essential to being able to live with dignity, safety, and respect is being able to say loud and clear who you are as a human being, to speak your truth, but under this law, Florida kids can't speak their truth. And I just thought that was a great quote from him.
Yes.
Supporting, but then you got the rest of the states.
But would it be enough? I mean, school starts here in just a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
No, it'll be
No.
just like the trans hearing. What was decided in a dirty, dark back room closet in the governor's mansion on trans issues for hormone therapy, testosterone being given, etc. No, the exact same decisions here. No LGBT stickers, no rainbow flags. Don't tell me about your lesbian wife or your gay husband. You cannot do that. Okay, fight it out in the courts. And it's going to go on in the courts. We applaud this action. I'm excited that 16 states have come in to side with Equality Florida and this action in Florida, and generally believe they're going to win. I really do have an optimistic belief that they're going to win this suit. It's going to go through the courts. There's going to be some kind of stay. And at the end of the day, I think we're going to win. But
in between is all the damage.
We're going to see it firsthand here. We're going to see it.
Yeah.
They have an election in November they're trying to win, and they have an election in 2 years that they're trying to win. And that's really what's at stake here. They don't care about children.
No.
They don't care about health care. They don't care about COVID-19 and masks. They don't care about these things. What do they care about? Storming the Capitol on January 6th and stopping a Democratic election. That's what they care about. We've learned.
They want a white America.
A white Christian America.
Sorry.
Of which, by the way, I am both. I am white and Christian. But that does not mean I have to agree with the fascist efforts that are going on in America.
Because like Hitler, not everyone agreed with him that looked like him, but it took all of us at this table out.
Yes, that's
every single one of us.
Every single one of us. One other thought about this. This law is likely doomed. Lots and lots of very smart people are saying, even in the makeup of the courts, the law is doomed. And the reason the law is doomed is not because of what these 16 attorney generals did. Yes, they're making the argument that we agree with. Of course, the LGBTQ community agrees with, that this is harmful to our LGBT children. You're 16 years old, you know if you're gay or lesbian, or you haven't come to it yet, but you still are dramatically and adversely affected by the bullying, leads to suicide. It's what the Trevor Project has taught us over and over and over again. But that's not why it's going to lose. The reason it's going to lose ultimately in the courts is because they will not be able to defend equal protection under the law, which means if you can't talk about the gay guy, you can't talk about the straight guy either. And they're not going to accept that, and they can't enforce that, and it's going to happen, and it's going to happen, and it's going to happen. And Equality Florida and other organizations are just sitting there licking their chops going, okay, here's what's coming.
Let's do this.
Well, let's do it. And we're going to kill you in the reverse. Ron DeSantis, in my opinion, Ron DeSantis has opened a lion's den, like I have said on Pearl Harbor, which is he's going to regret it because the LGBTQ community at some point is going to coalesce and they are going to come after his political career in spades, and he's going to regret it. But it's going to take time. LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.